Hello everybody, this is A.D.D Beats. I'm here with a new YouTube channel and I'm gonna start a new series, just kind of messing around on Maschine and the Maschine Software. And I'm gonna make a new series called Workflow Wednesdays, where I just show you my workflow, show you what I've been doing. This is for at home. This is like my at home studio, not the studio when I go out to work. So yeah, usually when I'm at the studio I'll make like trap and like other basic things, but today I think I'm gonna stick to the basics. I'm gonna do some either boom bap, maybe lo-fi. I've never really made a lo-fi beat, so I think that'll be a fun thing to start with and show you my thought process when coming into something I've never really tried before. So yeah, let's get into it. So I have the Maschine Software up. I have my Maschine Micro MK3 on deck right here, all the pads and everything. It's gonna be good. So I got this new kit called Crate Cuts. Crate Cuts is literally just chilled cow, just songs to make chill cow, like lo-fi type beats. Like, you ever seen that girl studying? So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to load up a couple kits, have one for drums, one for sound maybe, and with that I'll start to make at least the start of a beat, showing you my work through that. So really, a lot of the times, especially when I'm home, I work off of all of these kits. So I have a few here, like the Pure Drip. That's the one I use a lot for trap, whereas the Lockdown Grind I use for drill. Over here, Queensbridge, I use that a lot for the boom bap, but not a lot, just a little bit. And then this Crate Cuts I just got now. And there's a few good packs and things like that. So if I were to go back here, I have some favorites. But I have plenty of kits. But what I do want to use today is this Crate Cuts. We're gonna go down. We're gonna look through. See, now that's perfect. So I think I want to use this melody. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this melody and I'm gonna chop it up, and then we're gonna put a new drum kit on, because I don't think I like the drums too much. For lo-fi, I want to go with something a little bit smoother than that. But we are gonna look at this. So what I'm gonna do first is I think I'm gonna try and chop it up. We're gonna go into sampler on this 9. We're first gonna figure out the BPM by going to slice, adjust 81. I want to double time it to 160. I'm gonna make this 160 just to make it easier for me for now, if we're gonna do the chops. And now, because I have the micro, I do not have the manual chop feature on this Micro MK3, whereas a lot of you, if you do have the regular MK3 or the new Maschine Plus or anything like that, you will have that chop feature where you can just go down each line and start to record those samples and those chops. But I can't do that, so we're gonna try to do a manual. We're gonna see what I can come up with. So I'm gonna hit this slice tool right here. I'm just kind of go here, and then we'll edit each one as I go along. I think that looks pretty good. So then we'll take off the slice tool, we'll go in here, and we'll kind of play around with the slices. So we're going to take these, we're going to press these 4 diagonal arrows, bring them up here, shift 9 for clear. So what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to look for these chops. I'm going to figure out what I want to chop perfectly, what I want to do this, what I want to do that. I'm going to take these chops, I'm going to try to play around with them a little bit. I'm going to make some chops up. I'm going to do a little drum pattern, some percussion. I'm going to separate the drums and the percussion, and then I'm going to resample those and then put some Izotope Vinyl on them, make them real lo-fi. I think that'll be what works best, really. And then we'll make a little bit of a bass line maybe, and then lay it out, and we're going to see what we can make. Definitely some effects too, though. First, what I'm going to do is we're going to look at these patterns. What I think I might want to do, actually, is take this tune down. We're gonna see what it sounds like down a couple. So I'm gonna take these, maybe we'll go up one actually. Yeah, so now that I have these chops up, let's make a pattern. We're gonna go with 130. That's very important. Alright, let's hear it back. That's pretty good. So what I might be worried about is that low end. It has a lot of lows. So I could EQ that out, but what I think I'm going to do is try to have the Izotope Vinyl. And maybe that'll take out a lot of that low end, so I don't have to worry about it right now. And when I mix it later on, I can take out a little bit more if I need to. But right now, I have those piano parts chopped up. Let's find ourselves a kit. I know there was one I really liked. I like this sound, but I don't like that little ending. So we're actually gonna go right this. Right there. Fade up. Right to about there. Perfect. Yeah, so that's not bad. Let's play around. I usually do percussion, some hi-hats and open hats and things like that first, and then I'll go to the kick and the snare. Cause I think it sounds hype when I add the kick and the snare. So I wanna save it for last, you know what I mean? I'm gonna take this hi-hat sound actually. We're gonna add a widener to the sound. Looks pretty good. We're gonna adjust each of these a little bit, just here and there, you know what I mean? We're gonna change this kit out for a drum kit. We got our chops. We're gonna go over here, go back to this. So now we're gonna put in this little conga. Let's see what we can get with that. And we're gonna take this conga and we're gonna move it on down all the way down here. Perfect. We're gonna take this stick, we're gonna go down to sound. See how it has this almost like double hit thing? We're gonna go over here again, we're gonna go right to that thing. We're gonna go fade all the way out. So now I got this. Once again, we're going to turn these down a little bit. Alright, we're going to start again. So now we have all of that percussion. We have a pretty okay bass line. We have our first set of chops. Next is the big one. We're going to go down here. And instead of going to kits, we're going to pick 3 sounds. We're going to go to drums from that Crate Cuts clip. we're gonna pick a snare and a kick. So see how this has that? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like cut some of it out with some just. We're gonna silence this part. Perfect. And then last but not least, let's go to a snare on sound 2. I think that's pretty lo-fi. Maybe we'll add some effects afterwards. We'll get an effects group. But for now, let's try this out. Quantize it, even though newbies would be pissed. I don't care. Let's do, because of that 3 snare, I'm going to add an underlying clap. Take these 2 out. Kind of messed up on them, not gonna lie. We're gonna take this, turn this a little bit down. Alright, perfect. So next, we're gonna have effects and 2 extra groups. So let's start naming these. We have perk. Okay, we have our main melody. We have our bass. We have our main drums. Alright. Next, we're gonna have melody vinyl and drum vinyl. Actually, I'm gonna make it perk vinyl. So this is gonna be my basic lineup. If you really don't want to spend a lot of time on it, like this is gonna take a long time because I want to explain everything, but really, this could take you 15 minutes if you really know what sounds you wanted it to incorporate and things like that. If you have a good understanding of everything, this stuff can take you unbelievably short amounts of time. So we're gonna go through some of the effects right now. I'm gonna switch this to audio. We're just gonna let it run for 8 bars. Sound 2. Perfect. I'm gonna take this, we're gonna turn it down. We're gonna turn this down. Perfect. So we got our effects here. Next up is the melody vinyl. So when I say I'm gonna throw it through Izotope, I'm not gonna put this main pattern into it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna resample it into here. So we're gonna go here. Okay, we're gonna go internal source, input. I want that main melody, and instead of sync, we're gonna do detect. Mute all of this. Go back here. Start. Perfect. So now we have this sound here. We're going to put in that draw tool, put it right there, take off the draw tool, rip it 8 bars. And we're going to make sure that we cut it in the right place. I think I did though. Perfect. So we got this. Looks pretty good. Sounds pretty good. Now this is what I mean. So now that we have this, I can go over here. I can go down, Izotope Vinyl, my VST. We're going to open that up. And now, remember how I said earlier in the video that it had a little bit too much low end? So what I'm going to do is, see this year? This takes out a lot of that. So I'm going to bring it down to like 1950, warp it 78%. Let's do the amount about 40. and then we'll do a little bit of wear. I'm not gonna put any of this, and because I sampled it, I can actually bring that up a little bit. And you should have a lo-fi melody. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the same exact thing, but for the perks, and then we'll lay out a little bit. It'll be a quick, easy beat. So let's do it on the perks. Let's do this now for the perks. We'll go here. We'll mute that. Go back here. Open up perk. Same exact thing. Sound wave. Internal. Perk. Detect. So I'm going to show you this real quick. So if you open up this, what you'll have is on basically anything that you own, whether it be the MK3, the Plus, or the Micro like I have, on your smart strip it tells you the playtime when you're on, like, when you're off of a perform effects mode. It'll tell you the playtime that you're at right now. So what I do is I open this pattern, and it helps me tell you when the bar is going to stop, when that 8 bars stops. So that's when you know how to stop recording. So that's why I open one up first, because this, when I open it up, it automatically, for me, I put it in my settings to open up to 8 bars. If you need help with that, I can show you how to do that next video. And then yeah, so let's do this. Let's press start, and let's press restart to make sure the loop goes on the correct place. Always bring this down. Just gonna drag it down. Perfect. Go back here. Let's see if we can match it up again. Either way, it should be pretty fine though, because once you stretch it out to this 8 bars, it should be good. And if you'll notice, a lot of it's kind of sounded off, but that's actually kind of what I wanted. I wanted it to be as humanized as possible, the perk especially. Excellent. Now we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna go here, Izotope Vinyl, open it up. We're gonna bring this all the way down to 130. We're gonna warp it about 47%. We're gonna put the wear way up, amount way up, output gain way up. And there we go. Now we have this perfect perk loop right here. A little bit vinyled out. Now what I can do is, if I wanted to, I could halftime it basically. I could do it like this, either here, or if I wanted to keep some of its integrity, I could add my own cable guys halftime. Pretty simple. Perfect. So now we got that random perk loop, everything together. Now let's make some scenes. Let's start to lay out a little bit. We're gonna start with scene 1. I just want this melody, I think. Scene 2, I'm gonna go this melody, perk, bass, this one, melody, perk, bass, and drums, and effect. Scene 4, we will add bass and main melody and effects, something like that. So then we'll go in order, kind of. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go here, enable loop. Yeah, so let's take a final little bit of a listen. See that warp that Izotope Vinyl provided is extremely helpful to that wear and tear that you need for that chill beat. Thank you all for tuning in. Leave a comment. Let me know what you want to see. I don't know what you guys want. Like, do you guys want boom bap, trap, drill, blues, house? I don't know. I don't know. Whatever you want. Just tell me. I'll make it. Thank you all for tuning in. Leave a like if you want. It's up to you. This is A.D.D. you all for watching. Thank you if you subscribe. That'd be cool. I've never had a subscriber before, so that'd be sick. Thank you very much. Have a good day.